why the hell is Jet even still on this journey right now, Mike?
Why is Jet
even there?
Why is Jet in the library with them and in the spirit world with them? What the hell is going on, bro?
Bro, these guys are just going, let's make our own Avatar.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, to me, this is not a live action of the Avatar Last Airbender. This is a live action of the fucking Emerald Island play at this point.
I was going to say.
Because it's so off compared to the original show. When Matt Damon said that they're making shows for people to be on their phones, this show is the epitome of that.
Yes. The new season 2 for the live action Avatar just dropped.
Yeah.
And the reviews is in, brother. The reviews are in.
And man, oh man, they are not good.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Let's just get into it, bro.
Yeah.
Just tell me right now. First, we're going to start with the bad.
I mean, there's so minimal good that I have to say about the show.
Yeah.
We might as well leave it to the very end because dude, this show disappointed me in so many ways. It's crazy.
Yeah.
When they first announced the Avatar series, like when season 1 first came out, I was excited to watch this show.
Me
And I thought I was
too.
like, hey, maybe it could be good. And then the original creators dropped out of the show.
I knew.
And I was kind of like, all right, maybe there's still some hope. Maybe.
But then you wondered, why did they leave?
Why did they drop out?
Yeah.
And after watching season 2, it's very prevalent on why the original creators of the show left the live action series because they are just doing whatever the hell they want to do. Like, it gets to a point where I'm like,
bro.
what are we doing? And then
What is this?
and I don't want to be the guy who's like, they didn't adapt it down to the T of the original show.
Yeah.
But I understand, like, if you're doing an adaptation, some
Yeah.
things are going to be different.
Yeah.
But, dog, taking parts from season 3,
Dude,
throwing them
throwing in
season
season
2, completely taking out parts of season 2 that are very prevalent for the show's lore and for
And
the characters'
character
development. What are we doing, bro?
Bro, I was so shocked that they did this. I just want to get into a couple specifics that bothered me, bro. Oh, man. First, this is the most, like, in-your-face one. I already get how hard it is to work with kid actors. But Aang, are you kidding me? Why did they not shoot this back-to-back on some Stranger Things? Because look at the kids in season 1 versus season 2.
Yeah.
They didn't grow too much, right? You could see that they aged a little bit, but it wasn't that, like, crazy in your face.
Yeah.
Aang is literally a 45-year-old man.
I swear to God, at this point.
No offense to the actor, bruh. Shout out to the kid. He's, I think he does a pretty good job for what it is. But, dude, I think this is terrible. The script, everything. But I just had to say that Aang being that big, bro, and they had to mention it. They tried to mention it and make it a whole thing where Suki's like, wow, you really sprouted up. And Aang's sitting there like,
They're just size each other up, whatever.
But it's like, bro, it's so in your face when you see them all stand next to each other. Him,
so crazy.
Katara, and Sokka. He's almost taller than Sokka.
Yeah, it's insane, dude. I don't understand because I think I might be wrong about this. I think they did film season 3 already. So I think they filmed season 2, season 3 back to back. Why didn't you guys film season 1 and season 2 back to back? And in season 3, wait a little bit for the kid Gordon who plays Aang to get a little bit older. Like, why didn't you guys do that? That took me out so much to the point where they literally had to change one of the most integral parts of the story, that it's not taking place all in the same year. Like, I don't know if a couple years has passed or a whole calendar year has passed in season 1, but there's been a fat time that has passed in season 1, and
it's
I
definitely
don't like
a time jump.
It doesn't make any sense at all because Toph tells him, like, it took you years to master water bending, which doesn't make sense because water bending was the element that Aang picked up the fastest,
the easiest
in the original cartoon.
Yeah.
So if you're telling me it took him years to master waterbending, how long is it going to for him to do earthbending, dude?
Let alone fire.
Oh my God.
No, Aang is gonna be fighting the Fire Lord when he's 60. Because at this rate, bro, if it took him that long to learn the easiest bending for him, dude, this is not good. That's what I'm trying to say. I think that the story is falling apart as they're trying to build it. So it's going to be a constant thing of, it's like that picture of the snake just eating its tail where you're constantly building as this thing is falling under you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of what the show is. It's almost in this loop of itself where they've already dove so deep and invested so much into the story because, there's certain good things that we'll get into, like, the CGI or whatever the case may be to a degree. But man, I just want to also say this, besides the fact of the cycle that they're in, dude, it's also the set designs are bad sometimes, bro. Like sometimes you'll see like there's the scene where they take it from, it was season 2. Aang and Azula are fighting in that crystal place.
Yeah.
And dude, it looks bad. It looks like just a sound stage with crystal green screen.
Yeah, even when he gets into like the crystal, like he puts on like the crystal armor like he does in the cartoon, it looks like some shit out like Flash, like the Flash season 4 or something like that. Where like, you know what I mean? Where like the CG is so bad. I'm like, Netflix's budget should not be allowing this type of thing. Like
that one I thought was okay. I'm not gonna cap, brother. I thought that one was actually pretty good.
It looked a little weird to me.
Yeah, you thought it looked wonky?
Yeah, to me it looked a little wonky.
That's crazy.
I don't know, bro. Like, that's the thing where like there was like a lot of stuff in this show that I'm like, one that bothered me, and I don't know how people feel about this. Maybe it's just me, dude. King Boomy.
Oh,
bro, they should have just got an old man to play him.
Dude,
like it's
what
like
was
some dude
that?
that has like makeup on him to make him look older and stuff. It looks
bad.
weird, dude. Just get an old guy.
No, I'm so glad you mentioned that. Even some of the character designs, I want to get into that a little bit. That was really bad. Boomy is one of my top.
Yeah.
When I seen him, even in this season when he's like in the jail and he's talking to Aang, dude, it was so like distracting.
Also, like this show, like they do a lot of dumb stuff where they're like, Aang is like, "Where's Boomy at?" And they're like, "Oh, he's in this like crazy prison where you can't get into." The next scene, he just walks right into it.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's like in the show they would have showed how hard it was for Aang to sneak and do all the sneaking stuff to get around. In this, they just cut scene to him walking in the cell, talking to Boomy, and it's like, okay, so we're guessing he knocked those guys out and stuff, I guess, and handled them to get in, or snuck in.
Yeah, like I don't know. That whole thing was like super weird. I'm like, what the hell are they doing over there, man?
I was even gonna say another thing that really just bothered me, dog. Oh man, it was the fight Aang and Katara have with the serpent. The CGI looked pretty decent. Yeah. It held up. But man, it just wasn't Aang. It didn't make any sense to me that I was like, okay, so he does this move, it ends up pretty much almost killing the thing, and then Aang is sitting there so like worked up, which makes sense. But then Katara's talking about we gotta heal it, and Aang is like, I don't know if it's like the kid is supposed to be going for like a more worried kind of look, but he seems more like annoyed at her, Katara, how he was talking to her. And I just felt like a lot of Aang's motivations or the way he would act, even from season 1, bro, there's a lot of things where it's just like, this isn't Aang.
Yeah.
He's too like serious. Aang kind of wanted to play around a little bit. And, you know, it was supposed to be this story that he gradually gets to this point that he understands that I am the Avatar. I have this larger than life thing that I have to do and accomplish in a year.
Yeah, like the whole problem with Aang in the cartoon was that he wasn't serious enough.
Yeah.
And now it's like, all right, bro, you're way too serious. Like he's over there rushing the refugees. Like, they're taking way too long. Like it's like, bro, they're refugees, bro. Like, why are you rushing so much people? And it's like, even this one bothered me so much, bro. The painted lady.
Oh.
The fact that they did it in this season instead of just waiting, just be patient and let it happen in book 3 like all happened in the cartoons.
Yeah.
That didn't make any sense at all. And the fact when Aang finds out that she's the painted lady.
Yeah.
He's mad at her because
it's
going against their mission. Whereas in the cartoon, he was glad that she was like a superhero, like a vigilante damn near, you know what I mean?
He was the first person who said, I want to help.
Yeah.
And he started helping her, and then he convinces all of them to do the whole plan to stop the Fire Nation village, or the Fire Nation that was building that factory over there, polluting their water. So that was even such a good episode to talk about pollution and all those other things, because you've seen how the water was all crazy, and they had that guy Doc and Show or whatever, the brothers and stuff. It was a good episode, and yeah, bro, they just took out the message of all of that because Aang immediately understands that. Why wouldn't he? He's like, yeah, these people are, you know, being basically oppressed, and their water and everything is making them sick. And they would show that. That's why Katara started feeling bad, because you were seeing a lot of like the moms and the little kids were hella sick and stuff. And Katara was going over there giving them clean water.
And it hit so hard because like they're helping people from the Fire Nation.
Thank you.
Who are supposed to be their enemies. Yes. And they see like, oh, they're human too.
We're all human.
Yeah, that are living against this regime and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not being treated like kings and queens and stuff. Like they also need assistance from us and stuff. And then whereas like in this one, it's like, oh yeah, let's just do the painted lady and the blue spirit go on adventures together.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
That's
those two characters when they're in their personas like that never interacted with each other ever.
I don't know what.
So why are they doing the Blue Spirit and the Painted Lady hang out together and are saving people in Ba Sing Se?
Bro, don't even get me started. Why the hell is Jet even still on this journey right now, Mike? Why is Jet even there?
Why is Jet in the library with them and in the spirit world with them? What the hell is going on, bro?
Bro, these guys are just going, let's make our own Avatar.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, to me, this is not a live action of the Avatar Last Airbender. This is a live action of the fucking Emerald Island play at this point.
I was going to say.
Because it's so off compared to the original show.
Yeah.
Like, dude, there's so much stuff that doesn't make sense. Like, why is it the library when it's falling? The reason why Toph wasn't able to hold it up as much as she could and help Appa at the same time, because it was on sand and she couldn't get her
sand
feet planted.
shifting, yeah.
In this one, it's not in the desert. It's not in the sand or anything.
It's on solid ground.
It's just too heavy for her? And she's supposed to be the greatest earthbender of all time?
We've never heard Toph ever say this thing is too heavy for me ever in a show, in any of the seasons.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? And then, yeah, see, that's what, I get what you mean. Because when I seen that as well, I thought that was so stupid where it's like, so she's able to seismic sense and see Appa being taken, but at the same time she can't see the guy.
Or not even being taken, because he doesn't get taken. He just gets beat up or something.
Yeah, like whatever it was. Yeah, it's like, but you couldn't see who the guy was though. But you saw what was going on happening to Appa.
That doesn't make any sense at all, bro. And like, look, let's talk about Toph already. Let's talk about that metal bending scene.
Ooh.
Oh my god. If you want to talk about something being watered down and to-be-ified,
dude.
Grab that scene and then grab the original scene from the animated show.
Slap that straight on Tubi.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be a hit.
The fact that, like, when Matt Damon said that they're making shows for people to be on their phones, this show is the epitome of that.
Yes.
Because why did Toph feel the need to go, I am Toph and I invented metal bending?
Yeah, literally, I'm Toph Beifong and I invented metal bending. It's like,
why does she need to say that?
Bro, it's like when movies almost look at us nowadays like we're so stupid where they almost have to be like this. Yeah, and by the way, I'm Spider-Man. And they have to look at the camera for a minute.
Why?
It's like, why did I need that?
I know you're Spider-Man.
I know, it's on the title. I came and bought a ticket for Spider-Man.
Yeah. We're like 5 or 6 episodes deep into the show already.
I
know that you can metal bend. I know that you're Toph.
Yeah, I heard your name.
Why do they do stuff? That stuff, like, it just bothers me so much. Like, they change so much stuff, and it makes a lot of the characters' development, like, change so much. Like, Zuko, like, he's stealing food from pregnant ladies and stuff like that, whereas in the cartoon, he'd rather have been starving than steal food from pregnant ladies. And I like his redemption arc, you know what I'm saying, makes sense.
Yeah, because he thought about it in the show. He was gonna do it, but then he had that moment where, you know, I like that because it still shows the battle in of his humanity. You know what I mean? So I think even if they try to do the whole Ember Island scene now, it's not gonna hit.
This doesn't make sense.
This is not gonna hit because I'm gonna be honest with you. They were talking about they finished season 3 already. It's like, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I'm actually even surprised that they're even gonna get through it and actually finish it off with season 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I also heard they're planning on doing a book 4, which I don't know what the hell they're gonna do over there for a book 4. That's
they might try to extend, I guess, because you already kind of are saying they're trying to extend the story a little bit in like bad ways. But you know what's funny, and we were even kind of saying this before we got in here. I think one thing that they should do, and you know we'll get into the positives, but I just think one thing that these people should do for like an Avatar or any of these type of projects is, we get it, it's a new thing, right? You want to do something new. But at the same time, you can expand on the already existing things and make it better. Like if, let's say, Zuko's character, he grew and he became this other guy, expand on that if you want to. What is Zuko doing? How is he now in his relationship? How is he running the Fire Kingdom?
Yeah.
How is all the other things? Expand on that stuff. Or maybe if you're doing a one-of-one of the show right now and it's season 1, you can expand a little bit more on some scenes with him and Fire Lord Ozai when he was younger, or whatever the case may be, and you keep it in the realm of who Zuko is. Nobody's gonna care. You know?
I don't think they're gonna do that though.
Me neither.
They're definitely not. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, even like that final end scene where, you know, they're fighting in that crystal thing, like they did in the animated series. In this one, it doesn't make sense. Well, it just pisses me off that the fact that Zula straight up lightning bolts him right in the middle of his chest, right dead center, right in front of him.
Yeah.
Whereas in the animated show, she gets him from the back while he's in the Avatar stage.
Yeah, so he was distracted.
So, like, what is the excuse here? And, like, it doesn't make sense to me that, like, Azula is being choked out by Aang and shit while he's in Avatar state, which was crazy as hell to see.
Yeah.
Like Aang was choking her out and like was really gonna seriously hurt her.
Yeah.
But then she could turn around and just speed blitz and lightning bolted him, bro. Like, isn't it supposed to be like a crazy buildup? Like, think about this: when Aang fights Fire Lord Ozai, right?
Mm-hmm.
During Sozin's comment, when he's hitting him with the lightning bolts, he still has to do a little bit of a buildup, and that's Fire Lord Ozai during Sozin's comments.
He still had to build that shit up every time he was doing it.
You know what I'm saying?
They made sure we saw that every time. There was even that scene where it's personifying it, showing where Aang's running around,
and he's running from him.
You would see the blue light up first, then you would see the boom in the sky.
Yeah,
you see it light up, go up in the sky. He was charging it up every time.
So why is Azula now in a Netflix show able to do like a
quick? I'm talking
like a quick draw with it.
Yeah,
what the hell are we doing?
Yeah, it's very interesting. I don't know.
It makes me feel like they watched the animated show, but they weren't really paying attention while
I was gonna say, and then on top of that, I already told you. I said I think these guys just were like this. They saw the cover of Avatar and was like, "We want to do that."
yeah.
You know, because like I think they're just going on their own rules now, where they're not even going based off of the rules of what Avatar has already set. They're going, "Oh, okay. Well, if you're lightning bending." We think that she should be able to quick draw it just because we think that would be cool. But they're not gonna, because you got to think about it. They even are throwing away all of the stylism of the bending because it's all blended into one pretty much. All of it just looks flat. It's just a bunch of nonsense, to be honest. But everybody's bending back then in the show, it was so specific to the character.
And the reason why is because back then in the anime show, they weren't just bending; they were doing martial arts that made the bending. All the bending was based off of certain martial arts from where they were from. Whereas this one, it's like people are just moving their arms around.
Yeah. Just doing stuff.
It's like, are y'all like Sorcerer Supremes? That's what it looks like. They're like, it's sorcery.
Doing Doctor Strange.
It's not bending. It's sorcery at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like they're just moving their arms around and they're doing this, and you know they're shooting like finger guns at each other and stuff like that. It's like, bro, back then you could really see them throwing punches. Like they're really stomping the ground and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're really doing. You could see the inspiration that they got from real martial arts in the animated series, whereas this one, they're just copying what looks like they're kind of bending a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But like the bending looks good.
I was gonna get into the positives.
I'll say this.
Definitely
bending looks good.
This is the best I've seen.
But the way they're doing it isn't good.
That's what I told my brother. I said the bending itself looks really good. The water, the fire, the
earth bending,
everything looks really good. Even when Aang puts all the rocks on him and stuff, I thought that looked pretty good. But the way that they're bending, the way they move their bodies while they're bending,
it looks weird.
It's not good.
Yeah.
So I feel you, bro. That's one of the positives I actually had out of this this season was, you know, just like season 1 was a lot of the CGI. It holds up to a degree.
Appa and Momo look cool.
Yeah, I thought they looked pretty decent. You know, a lot of the extra stuff that they threw in there, seeing some of like the spirits or whatever in season 1 or whatever the case may be, it's cool. I think they did pretty good with a lot of the CGI, even a lot of the other creatures that the Fire Nation rides on and things like that. They did
the turtle ducks and stuff like that look cool.
Yeah, exactly.
And even like a lot of the actors and actresses in the show, like I think for the most part, the main gang. I think they do really good. Like, you know, Sokka, Katara, Suki, Toph, Aang. I would say Toph is the best one out of all of them.
Hell, she looks exactly like what Toph
and
is
she
supposed
even
to be.
The way she talks sounds like her too. Besides the whole, you know, I created metal bending. That's besides the point. I think she does the best with the character out of everyone in the show.
Yep.
And then after that, I would say Osaka. Yeah. In my opinion.
100%.
And I think like a lot of like even Fire Lord Ozai is good.
Yeah.
The kid who plays Zuko is really good too.
Yeah.
Uncle Iroh is really good. You know what I'm saying? Even Azula isn't terrible.
No, this is the thing.
I think she's better this season than she was last season.
Definitely. I mean, even with Uncle Iroh, I was gonna say, bro, I kind of disagree with you on that. Just Uncle Iroh. It doesn't hit for me. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I think it's
his voice.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. I think the voice, it takes me out because it's like Uncle Iroh's voice is so distinct, and I get why he did it. He didn't want to. He did it out of respect. He didn't want to try a voice or anything. He easily could have.
Definitely.
You know, and I'm pretty sure. I think he actually did a video on his Instagram where he's
talking
actual Iroh. Yeah. I think somebody asked him to, and bro, he did a good ass job.
So like I think you know, I think he's good as Iroh. Like his speeches with Zuko work really well, even though they missed out on the big one from book 2, which I'm still mad about. But like him talking to Zuko still feels very much like Iroh. It's just the voice that like is missing from it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna lie, like Sokka and Toph sound really good like the characters from the original cartoon.
So close.
Yeah, they sound like very similar to them. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of the characters do really good for what they have. Obviously, the little writing's a little bit dodgy at time. The characters are kind of getting ruined because they're cutting out certain scenes and they're making them do certain things that they wouldn't do from the original show, which makes the characters bad. But I think the actors themselves play them well.
Me too.
I think if they were given like a good script and a good plot, like from like if the original creators were still on board and helping them around with it,
this would have been a 10 out of 10.
Perfect casting, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It would have been 10 out of 10. Yeah, and they probably would have made the decision too to keep the kid, or to do it quicker. They probably would have been like, okay, we understand. Yeah, like on some Stranger Things, you feel me? Where they would have understood, like, okay, this can be another phenomenon like Stranger Things. Definitely. It's a young cast. We're gonna have to pump out some quick seasons to keep them young.
Yeah,
that I think that would have definitely saved it, but.
Yeah, which is it's all honestly it's really annoying to me because dude, the Avatar franchise could be so big. Like I don't think I ever met anybody who doesn't like the show.
Me neither.
Ever. Like I don't think I've ever met someone where we're talking about Avatar. They're like, yeah, I didn't like the Avatar cartoon growing up. Like, bro, everybody loves this show. Yeah. So I don't understand why this franchise doesn't get the respect that it deserves. Like,
no, seriously.
Everybody is like. It got leaked. You know, they don't want to put it in theaters. Now the whole live action debacle is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like this franchise does not get the respect that it deserves, in my opinion, bro.
100%. I just think that Avatar is one of those IPs that we have, and it's not, like you said, being respected. And I think all of us are so hungry for Avatar media that when this leak happened, bro, we all immediately, I ain't gonna say who watched it, but you feel me? A lot of people watched it. So I think that, yeah, bro, we're so hungry for more of, especially even the original gang. We just kind of still want to know what happened with them. You know what I mean? Compared to them trying to kind of spin off so many and do all these other random projects that, to be honest, a lot of people aren't as interested in. Like, you know, this new one with the girl, I think her name is like Rava or Ravi. No, Rava's the Wake Up. Yeah, but I forgot her name. Ravi or something?
The new Avatar.
The new Avatar girl. Or, you know, even like Korra, you know, it was exciting when it first came out because it was something new. But I just think Avatar, we're gonna crave more from the world as long as it's just done right. You know what I mean? So I think you're right that we're definitely in a time where we could probably see more of that. We had a bad situation with this show. I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of unfortunate that it didn't work out with a lot of the creative differences and everything that, you know, transpired. But I'll just say for the most part, man, I am still very optimistic for what is next to come for the Avatar franchise as a whole. Not this show, though.
Yeah, and that just shows how much we love, like, that franchise. That, like, even though we're getting dog poop after dog poop, we're still like, okay, but the next one is gonna hit them.
Yeah, we're basically we're conformity gate for Stranger Things.
We're definitely conformity gate, but for the Avatar franchise, it's like we're always expecting, okay, but the next one's gonna be really, really good. And it's like every time they keep being like, nah, here's some slop. We're gonna mess it up every time for y'all. And it's like, dude, you guys don't understand the amount of gold you're sitting on right now.
Seriously.
Like, and the fact that they keep going like, all right, let's keep going to the future. How about y'all talk about some of the avatars in the past? Let's do Kyoshi. Let's do Kuruk. Let's do all of them, bro. Let's do Roku or something like that, bro. Like, even avatars that we never heard about. Like,
that's
why
what
not?
I was gonna say, bro.
From back then, though. Like,
why
aren't you guys trying to get deeper into the past lore instead of trying to expand upon it? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the more you expand upon it, it's gonna mess things up.
Yes.
I think if you guys go back more and do some more stuff from
you can always clean up stuff in the future.
Bro, there we go.
So then it's that's super smart because it literally shows you the mistakes. You can make more mistakes in the past than in the future because the future is that thing that's set in stone, basically. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, so this is what happens in the world of Avatar later. That's gonna piss off way more people because then it's like we get to something happened to our heroes. Yeah. Because this is in the future, so it's like, what happened? Where are they? Are they remembered? Are they this? Are they that? So I get what you're saying, bro.
But they could do like an Avatar in the past, and even if he messes up, they could just say like, well, Kyoshi fixes it when she becomes an Avatar.
Yeah, somebody else always.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it's like maybe they could be lazy writing, but
who knows?
I don't know, but. Let us know what you guys think down below. If you guys like the show, if you guys hate it, if you guys think we're wrong, and this is the best interpretation and adaptation of Avatar ever. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
See you guys.